What is up, party people? Happy Monday. I thought it was Friday. It's not Friday already? No? If you're wondering, Chad, did you wear shorts? I did.
Ken did not.
Ken did not. I did, though. I did wear shorts. Ken did not. Ken walked over and he's like, no, God, you did it. Ken wore pants. He's a pant wearer.
I did. I broke down. Went on a walk this morning with the lovely little lady. And it was cold. The wind was ferocious.
Yeah, it was pretty gross out there.
We had to walk strategically. We had to use strategery.
Strategery. A little strategery.
Had to make sure we were walking, where buildings were blocking the wind.
Yeah, it was gross. I just got a alert on my phone that says snow's going to end in a few hours. I'm like, snow? I peeked outside. I haven't seen any snow.
Yeah, apparently some of it's not reaching the ground yet, Brother Chad.
Well, I am ready for it. It is chilly out there. It's so weird, though. It's like 31, 34 today. And by Friday, we're up in the 70s.
Yeah, here it comes, man.
I was just...
Up and down.
That was... took the dogs out today. So I go from one studio over to the apartment, and sure enough, my wife's like, I got to put their jackets on because they're so wussy-ish.
How'd little Bowie go?
Bowie loves his jacket. Like, he's got something on that you don't have. Like, how cool am I? I'm wearing a jacket. I'm a dog wearing a jacket. You don't see this often.
Yeah, you need to give him a chain on it.
Oh, yeah. He looks cool. He looked like he was going snowboarding, though. He's got one of those jackets where he looks like he's kind of sporty. The other dog, he just wants to, he's not bothered. Like, Red's just like, I just want to go. I'm very nervous about what could happen outside. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if there are monsters out there. It's possible.
Let's just get it done.
Let's just get it done. I'm in this. So it was very interesting. But, yeah, Bowie's just, he's very proud, right? Just stands up really high. Look at me walking around in my jacket.
I got my jacket on.
It's a very cool jacket. So, so today.
Yeah.
It's going to be chilly again tomorrow, but not as bad as today.
Not as bad as today, Brother Chad. Let me see if I can get this temperature run down.
Yeah, let's take this run here because I want to make sure we're all good.
Come on now. All right, tonight, 23 degrees.
Oh!
And it's going to be mostly clear, so you know it's going to be cold.
Yeah, freezy.
Nothing holding in whatever warm air there is.
No.
52 tomorrow, sunny and 52. I mean, that's still going to be, crisp, but a crisp 52. Then tomorrow night, only 41. And then full-on sun Wednesday and 65.
There we go. So a 30-degree jump in 2 days.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. I love it. I like the cold. I like seasons. See, this is a good kind of season because we get a cold day, but then we're going to be back to warmth over the weekend. We'll be fine. Okay? It's not that bad out there. Although it was a bit chilly. I'll tell you that, though. When I went out this morning, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was biting.
Yeah, and you went for the walk, huh?
Went for the walk, man. I got to go for my walks.
How far do you walk?
We usually go for 45 minutes.
Damn, that's awesome, dude.
Doctor told me a couple of years ago, you need to start walking more. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So I did.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That is, you know what? I need to, like, we went out last night. We played pickleball with Keith from Contours.
He give you some more raisins?
No, but him and his girlfriend were there, and they're making fun of me because we were talking about, like, I said, yeah, this weekend my stomach just was killing me.
Yeah.
And then we start talking about weight loss. He goes, you know what helps me lose weight? He's all raisins. I have raisins in the morning, and then I don't feel like eating until nighttime. Like, shut up with your raisins. I said, but everybody on the crew would like to know that, like you to know that if you want to get some more oatmeal raisin cookies,
yes, sir.
Feel free to send them. Feel free to send them here.
Sir.
Everybody likes the oatmeal raisins.
What was the response?
They okay. Catherine, by the way, his girlfriend, she's amazing. She goes, I don't like the raisins in my oatmeal cookies, so I eat around the raisins. I said, well, I don't like them in anything, so I eat around them all the time. So let you guys know that.
I like them cinnamon raisin bagels, those little baby bagels.
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch of them. We got the other one. We didn't even try them, so I'll bring them tomorrow. You can have those.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Because my kids are also a little bit like me in this. They like Lily likes her bagels just bagel.
Right.
And Charlie does not like bagels. Charlie likes candy, noodles.
Oh, that's
Put some noodles on the bagel.
Right? Her mayonnaise sandwich she loves. She's like, Mom, I'd like a mayonnaise sandwich. All she wants is mayonnaise.
She is her daddy's daughter.
I'm like, that's my girl right there. It is
Yes,
Mayonnaise
sir.
Monday. So we have everybody keeps asking me, no, the shutdown's not over.
Not yet.
It's on its way. It's like, it's got to go from here. Then they've got to go back in the Senate and figure out, okay, what's going to be in this thing and blah, 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 blah. Then it goes from there to the House, and then the House has to approve it. Then it goes to Trump. Then Trump signs it, and it's over.
Yeah. Right now, you got Speaker Johnson telling the House members to get back to Washington.
Oh, that's good.
So everybody's got to get back to Washington first.
You know what's funny is this is interesting because the thought was if he waits till after the second and Mega Matt Van Epps, who we've asked to come on the show on numerous occasions, wins, then he could offset potentially Grijalva out there in Arizona. But now he's going to have to swear her in. And she would be that 218th vote that would get the Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, that's the next thing.
That is the next thing. And by the way, she's going around saying, I want a pardon. You ain't getting squat. All right, lady? No chance in hell you should get anything.
Oh, talking about Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, you ain't getting squat. I want one. I bet you do.
Oh, sure.
I bet you do. If he gives it to you and to Diddy, man, that is going to be ugly next year.
What's the old saying? People in hell want ice water.
Yep. Guess what they get? None of it. None of it. I want a pardon. But she's also apparently very happy there. She's much happier than she was in the other prison that was mean to her.
We're glad she's doing good and happy in prison.
How about nobody shanked her yet? Where's the shanky people? That's different.
Probably not in that
They
one.
were in the other prison.
They were in the other prison. They were in the other prison. Damn it. The other thing we talk about today, and look, don't get mad at me. I don't want to hear it. I didn't make it up. Apparently, the State Department's guidance for new visas. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Deny fat people from now on.
You're kidding.
Nope. President Trump is rejecting visas for fat people.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Directive Thursday from the State Department sent to embassies and consulates around the world indicates that people applying for visas to the United States may be rejected if they have certain medical conditions on the ground of domestic health care resources, including obesity.
What about big boned?
It doesn't say that. What if you're husky?
Yeah, what if you're just husky?
Or what if you got like a glandular problem?
Yeah, that's right. Asthma, sleep apnea, and high blood pressure.
Goodness.
So, I'm trying to figure out how that works. Like, are they going to now, are all the consulates and embassies going to have like, are you going to get weighed?
Yeah. You're going to have to step on some scales and then get your blood pressure checked?
You bring your medical records with you when you apply?
Maybe. So they're already, so I know this. They're having, because you have to go through, like, do you have any infectious diseases? Do you have all of the, what's it called? The necessary paperwork for your vaccinations, make sure, you're not rabid. But outside of that, this is totally new. I like that.
Wow.
And I'm going to get yelled at because I talked about it, but it was not me. I didn't make it up.
Trump administration was listening to you, Brother Chad.
I know. Well, look, the cost, again, last week, that was a serious conversation about the cost of healthcare.
Wait a minute. If somebody's traveling international to come to FatCon, this could cause serious problems.
Well, I think...
Especially if they're the keynote speaker.
Well, yeah, I know. It's not Zoom big enough. I'll do panorama. Do you remember Panorama? You remember that? Yeah. That was so funny. Panorama, you're like, well, isn't it better? And it's stupid. But now that I said that, I'm probably going to get yelled at. But I'm just saying, I didn't make that up. Somebody else. So.
Your tax dollars at work, people.
Yeah. No doubt about that. Are kids off this week or for the next couple days?
I don't think so.
Well, tomorrow's Veterans Day, so they're off then, right?
I'm not sure. I've got to look at that.
Because I know my son's off today and tomorrow. And I'm like, why are you off today? And why are you off today and tomorrow? And he's like, well, because we've got, there was no reason to bring us in for a Monday to give us Tuesday off. So I'm like,
yes, most schools are closed for Veterans Day 2025.
There you go. Yeah, I would assume so. I always thought that was the day off, right? You got that day, and then you got Thanksgiving, right? Getting off Thanksgiving. Well, nowadays, they give these kids off like weeks.
Oh, yes.
Like I knew I got a week off for Easter. I got 2 weeks for Christmas. I got Thursday, Friday for Thanksgiving. We got Veterans Day. And that's pretty much Memorial Day and the President's Day.
You had a week off for Easter?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
You didn't?
No. And I was in the Bible Belt.
Really? Well, they probably want you guys to go double that week. Because of the Bibling.
We've been doing a lot of sinning.
Well, you've already gone to hell, so it don't matter. Did you see Vandy won this weekend?
They did, boy.
Oh,
that was a close one, too.
Now, they look like they're on a path to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, here's who they have left. They've got Kentucky. They're open this week. They've got Kentucky, which Kentucky's struggling. Then they got Tennessee.
Yep.
Then they got the in-state battle. And looks like they will be playing at Neyland. So it's going to be on the road for them. But they went out, and they could definitely be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think if they win out, they're going to the playoffs. I think their biggest game is it's obviously Kentucky. It's Tennessee.
Going to be Tennessee.
I think they're going to beat Kentucky. What are they at? They're already at 8 wins?
I
think it's 8
No, I think they're 7. I think I got to look at this.
Yeah, yeah. I can't. They were saying the other day, it's like, oh, there's 8 wins or 9 wins, like the first time since like 1941 or something ridiculous. I'm like, wow, this is what happens when you have a smart school.
Yeah, the thing a couple of weeks ago was for the first time since the 1940s, they were ranked in the top 10.
Man, that is insane. I mean, you think about it. Every once in a great while, your team's okay. I mean, even Liberty was ranked there. Remember Liberty a couple of years ago, the Flames?
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know Liberty had a football team. That is just like, like Earl. Then you find out that some of these places like Oral Roberts, they do have sports teams. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, overall, Vanderbilt's 8-2.
Damn.
They're sitting on a 4-2 SEC conference record.
So they got Kentucky, Tennessee, and
that's it. Kentucky and Tennessee. They're open this week, so they got this week to rest up. And then next week it's Kentucky, and then after that, Tennessee.
Are they home to Kentucky?
They are, yes, they're home to Kentucky, but they're on the road at the massive Neyland Stadium.
That's a big-ass stadium.
It is, man.
That's a big stadium.
Loud, too. Oh, real loud.
I like this one. Keith just sent me. Not Keith, our friend, but anyone that's celebrating the Easter and Christmas, and especially Halloween, hasn't read their Bible very well. What?
Party pooper.
I know. So, why that? Just out of curiosity, because
he's probably talking about the Easter Bunny.
Well, look, me having a week off from school, any child in the world, they're stoked.
If I could get Ramadan off as a kid, I would have taken it.
Kwanzaa, all that.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, Kwanzaa, I'll take it all off, right? Like, what was that thing? Dawili or whatever this week?
What was that?
Dawil, the one with the celebration of lights?
The Hindu one?
The Hindu one? We'd have took that off.
Didn't Trump do that?
Yeah. Trump had all the candles set up. This is great. Look at all the candles. Fantastic candles here. Oh, my goodness. So funny. A lot of stuff to get today. More gambling problems in sports.
Oh, I saw that, man.
Boy, wait till you find out how much money these guys made. What a bunch of just Muppets. You guys are idiots. Just absolute clowns. The gays get to stay married. We'll talk about that as well. If you're missing the show, shame on you. Grab the podcast. It is the Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, Kim Davis.
The High Court didn't explain its decision. It simply turned down the appeal of former Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis. She was briefly jailed and ordered by a jury to pay one same-sex couple hundreds of thousands of dollars after refusing to issue them a marriage license. Davis had hoped the court would not only take up her First Amendment argument, but also revisit the court's landmark 2015 ruling on same-sex marriage. The court's move will end any talk of that, at least for now.
Yep, that's right. They looked at her and said, "You're too frumpy." That is a no. We're about presentation here, ma'am. Have you not met the president? It's all about presentation, and you did not present it right. So take your frumpster and leave. So the gays, you get to stay married. That's right. The government continues to say it's okay for you to get married, which is fine. Again, I don't care. Nobody, just get on with it. Nobody, again, why are you involved in my life, government, like this? Why? Why exactly? Just out of curiosity? I think it's a little bit too much, but it is what it is. So we're all moving on with that one. I knew everybody, there was a lot of people, I think, who thought they were going to do this. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're going to go, nah, want no part of this. It's already been settled. We're moving on. Just get on with it. Although I was watching a comic the other night going, 50% of divorce ends, man and woman ends in divorce, right? It's like woman and woman marriage is like 85% ends in divorce.
Wow.
Man and man marriage is like, no. It's like zero. They're like, so is there a common denominator here?
Wow.
Women?
Yeah, ladies.
I didn't say that.
I mean, we're not saying that. I'm just looking at the statistics. Again, I'm a data guy, and the data says that maybe this is an issue here. I think, it's like, I remember, because, all they wanted was, it was little things like being able, like if their partner was sick, to go inside of the room because they're not family, right? Being able to get part of the will, or like have the same kind of rights that everybody else had.
Make decisions.
End
of life decisions.
Yeah, which is, and it was so ridiculous the way that people fought it. And they fought it hard. And they did. And now it is what it is. It's settled. We're all moving on with it. And they spoke. They have spoken. Speaking of spoken, guess what? Trump's handing out more pardons. Who this time got lucky?
As of this moment, November 10th, in his first term, he had pardoned exactly one person. Now, of course, he's pardoned well over 1,500, most of whom those that actually took part in the attack on the Capitol on January 6th. The pardon attorney, Ed Martin, who announced these pardons, had earlier this year said in a post on X, "No MAGA left behind." So the other trend you see here is Donald Trump pardoning those who supported him.
There you go. That means Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, who released no Kraken.
There is no Kraken.
I looked for it, none to be found. Meadows got one as well. Bunch of other folks. So there they go. For those who
what was Meadows' position?
He was chief of staff, right?
Oh, okay.
Wasn't he chief of staff? He resigned. He was a congressman. Like, did he quit immediately? Then was appointed chief of staff, and then of course worked for like an hour for everything with side. There was so many things.
That was Scaramucci.
The mooch.
He lasted like a day.
Yeah, he was so funny.
And then he just went scorched earth on the Trump.
Yes, he's gone scorched earth on numerous occasions. Every time I see him, he's going scorched. It's funny. He'll give.
Did he return the money though? Did he pay that back out of just so his moral compass is pointing in the right direction?
Yeah, I don't even know. Was he there long enough to even get a paycheck?
I don't know, man. It seemed like
he was only there like 8 days. That was one of those ones where Trump was like, "I met this guy. He seems cool. I made him, I made him my What was he? He was.
I think he was he the press secretary?
Was he the press or the communications director or something like that? It was just so bizarre. The mooch. I see him all the time. I've interviewed him a couple times. He's a funny cat. He is. By the way, it's snowing outside, Ken.
I know. Oh, I don't like it.
It is snowing outdoors.
I don't like it at all.
Just to let you guys know that out here in the amazing studios, it is tufty and fluffy snowing. That's how cold it is.
Fortunately, it's not sticking.
It is not sticking, but still, the fluff is coming down. By the way, you know what, you guys are going to look some up? Yesterday, the Canadian Premier Soccer League, which is kind of like their version of the MLS, but just below it, they played their championship. Oh, Wow. Go look. You can't even see. They had to use an orange ball. You can't see anything. It looks like fog. There's so much snow.
Interesting.
Yeah, and this guy hit the best bicycle kick. They call it the icicle kick because it was awesome. But, yeah, that's how cold it was there. All right, coming up, Major League Baseball, yet another issue. Talk a bit about that. Some more of the government shutdown. A bunch of other good stuff to get to as well. Reach out to us across all of our social media. Happy Snowy Monday. Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 997. Dun, 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 dun. Snow outside. I love it. That's so cool. And I'm in shorts. Although last year I there was a couple days when I wore shorts and it like the snow had stuck. Because I don't care. I don't. As long as my hands are okay, right? And I have to wear a beanie because, you know more. Ken, what do you wear in the, because this is where the heat leaves your head.
Right.
So what do you wear? Oh, you got a beanie?
Yeah, well, it's not a beanie. Just a stocking cap.
Yeah. Isn't that what it is, stocking cap?
I don't know if it's a stocking. I don't know what you call it.
I call that a beanie.
That's a beanie?
Yeah, I'd say that's a beanie.
Yeah, let me put it on.
Let me see here. That's a beanie. I wore one in today. Yeah, it's a beanie.
Definitely a beanie.
Yeah, it's a beanie. You
Not
like
a
a beanie, baby.
That's a beanie, baby.
That's a beanie, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Keep my head warm.
Yeah, because I remember when I'd go out and work out, like, because I'd shave my head periodically, and even when I was younger and playing, and just like your head was steaming, because
Yeah.
he's like, oh, this is creepy looking. Yeah, but man, I tell you what, we're going to be 72 over the weekend. That's the craziest thing. That's so crazy. Healthcare. The battle of healthcare is hilarious. First of all, the Republicans gave up nothing. They gave up nothing. They won last week, the Democrats, in a pretty resounding fashion. And then what'd you have? Well, what you had here were people who have nothing to lose. Dick Durbin's retiring. You've got several people who voted to cross the aisle who are just voted in, right? So they're not getting voted out next year. And we know that by the time their time comes up, doesn't matter, right? Because you forgot about this. So they got nothing to worry about. So you got retirements, you got all this stuff. And Tim Kaine, who was one of them who voted, he's in Virginia. Well, what's Virginia? Virginia's full of nothing but federal workers. Those people were screaming, we need to get back to work.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. So he was just listening to his constituents. Now they're going to argue. So they got nothing. The Democrats got nothing out of this. And they're pissed because there was nothing they could do. Nothing they could do.
Tens of millions of Americans are about to experience dramatically increased health care costs. In some cases, their health insurance premiums will increase by $1,000 or $2,000 per year.
Yeah, and in some cases, $1,000 a month, $2,000. I've heard from a lot of people. Whose fault's that, though? Is it called Trump care? No. Is it called Republican care? No. Is it called Obamacare? Yes, even though it's the Affordable Care Act, which became unaffordable.
Did any Republicans vote for it?
Not a one. Not a one did. Right? So you can sit here and talk about, oh, it's the premiums of this and the premiums of that. But that being said, doesn't mean that Republicans shouldn't deal with it.
The American people have now awoken to Trump's health care crisis. Health care is once again at the forefront of people's minds. People now see that premiums are about to skyrocket. They're terrified about how they're going to pay for their insurance.
Again, whose fault is it?
I think this really shows how tenuous Schumer's grasp on
he's
the
done.
Party is.
He's done. AOC's been twisting it and she's taken that over. He knows it too. If I'm him, I mean, you're done, dude. You are done. You've got nothing to do right now outside of just trying to hold on to, like you say, tenuously hold on to what you have, but know that you're not going to win. If she runs, you are absolutely destroyed. You are absolutely destroyed. But when it comes to this stuff, when even the Washington Post goes, yeah, this thing failed. We all know it failed. It did. It absolutely failed. Did they mean it to fail? Some people, there's the conspiracy side of it, of the people out there who thought, we're going to make this thing fail so everybody gets single payer, right? Let them get as much as they possibly can and force everybody into a single payer when it collapses on itself, which I don't really buy. Now, there are other people out there who thought this was going to be, again, it's going to work, but eventually it's going to break, and then it's going to force everybody to come to the table and figure something out. Trump threw something out there this weekend, but it's the usual, right? Competition. Well, unless you're going to have a federal, like what's the last thing everybody wants, right? With like a single payer thing, a federal government plan, that competition isn't going to work the way you think because nobody is going to give up their insurance commission because everybody's got their own little thing, right? Each state. So they're not going to give up their insurance commission. So Kentucky can have theirs. And we have ours, and Mississippi has theirs, and we're not going to go, okay, we're all going to sell across state lines and everything. No, it's not. It's not going to work that way. So you would have to have some sort of federal plan, then direct care medicine. That would be, the thing that people will be looking at. And not everybody wants that. Everybody's a little nervous about it. I don't know if I want the government to anymore. The government's already in there. And the Republicans, I will say this, you won this, don't lose it. You must address it. You must debate it. You must figure it out. And it can't just be talking points. Because whether you did it or didn't do it, your part, the whole thought is of government, right? Like the other side, they failed. Let us show you how we're going to fix it. Well, how are you going to fix it? You better figure that out. And I think the fixing of it has to come from the fact that you've got to absolutely figure out a way to, first of all, untie and untangle as much crap that goes into this. Give people the options of having a catastrophic plan, especially a younger generation, and then direct care. I'm telling you guys, direct care is the best. It is just, it's awesome. Being able to call your doctor, talk to your doctor, text with your doctor, see your doctor for a while when you go in and see him, have a relationship with your doctor is a great thing. And I think through direct care and having a catastrophic, I think a vast majority of people would take that. But outside of that, you can't, it's a for-profit business. If you go and look at the numbers too, it's shocking that only 20% of the money paid in premiums ever makes it to the healthcare side of stuff. That's insane. That is insane. And what are they great at saying? No. 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 Hey, no. Hey, I don't, no. Hey, but no.
Excuse me, no.
No. No excuse to you. No. That's why people are frustrated. That's why people are pissed. So you mean to tell me I pay all this money, and even though they may say yes at some point in time, they're going to make you go through hell to get to the point where they say yes. Which is also, no. But no. Stop. It's like a dad, right? No. Stop asking. If you ask again, it's over. That's the frustration people have. We spend a lot of money, and what do we get out of it? Not what we need. So Republicans, now's your chance. If you were to fix healthcare, even a little bit, people would be surprised, first of all. But secondly, you win that debate, that's an argument that will keep you in power for a very long time. And you better figure out how to message that, hey, we didn't come up with Obamacare, they did. They were the ones that said, keep your doctors. They're the ones that say it's going to be cheaper. They're all the ones who said this, not us. But you can't say they broke it and we're not going to do anything about it, because that is not the place you need to be either. People are looking to make sure that, hey, you guys, government, you made the mess. You guys all have to clean it up. And that includes you Republicans getting involved and figuring it out. Meanwhile, for those of you not keeping score, There's some issues in sports.
According to a federal indictment, when the Guardians played the Mets in 2023, Clase told bettors his pitch would be faster than 94.95 miles per hour. Better I and several of the bettors won approximately $27,000, wagering that exact throw. Then as recently as June 27th of this year, the indictment alleges Clase and Ortiz collaborated on an alleged plot for Ortiz to throw a ball for his first pitch in the third inning against the St. Louis Cardinals, all in exchange for $7,000 from a bettor.
12 grand between the two, these idiots? 12 grand? 12 grand?
And now they're facing decades in prison?
And lifetime suspension in baseball, even if they don't get prison time. And one of the guys was texting before he went to the mound. He's texting back and forth with one of the people that ended up doing this. The hell is wrong with you? I shouldn't be shocked. So the guy, Klasura, he was making, I think he's making $4 million a year. The other guy, he was on league minimum, like $800 grand. And you got 7 and 5. That's what you got between the two of you, $12,000. You didn't get $12 million. You didn't get something where you got 7 and 5.
It's like committing armed robbery at a bank and leaving with $500 and then going to jail for 15 years and a $10,000 fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can you believe that? Why again? What was the appeal? I mean, did they hold your family? Like, look, could I see in some of these countries, like, I mean, once a year we hear about a Major League Baseball player or soccer player's family getting kidnapped. They're being held hostage. Okay. Maybe you go, okay. No, you guys did it for 7 and 5 grand. $12,000. What a bunch of idiots. I'm absolutely, I shouldn't be shocked. I mean, and it's not like you're in the minors and you're living off top ramen. You have to share the top ramen with somebody. No, this was 7 and 12 and 5 grand for a total of 12. For guys making, what, a couple $100 grand a month? Wow. That's you do wonder, right? You think to yourself, how did you get to be so stupid? How did you? And like you said, they're facing real time too.
They didn't finish college, apparently.
No, they did not. They did not finish college. I don't think they finished much of anything. What they're going to finish soon, though, is their baseball career. They may be the best pitcher incarcerated. Coming up. 50 years ago, something happened. We're going to talk about that. Among other things, reach out to us across all of our social media. Love texting. You got some text message from you guys as well. It's snowing outside, just to let you guys know. Snowing here at the studios. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk, 99.7. Gordon Lightfoot. The sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Haunting melody.
729 feet long, sank to the bottom 50 years ago today. Nobody knows why. Yeah, they do. They know why now. They think the ship was too long and could withstand the rough seas. They also believe that it was flooded out. And most importantly, they think that they got the weather wrong. They knew it was going to be rough. They were not expecting what they were expecting. The last thing that they said was not a distress call. It's, we're holding our own. And that was it. 29 people. Gone. Down.
We're holding our own.
We're holding our own. They thought it was, it's a weird thing, right? Like, because they found it, because it was going from a place in Canada to a place near Detroit. So, and it was this weird situation where it ended up being, it's 530 feet below the surface. There's no distress. So they because of it, they changed so many things about the weather patterns and the way they looked at stuff. It's such a trip, though, because I remember, like, there's always been this weird sinking of the Edmonds Fitzgerald. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? Oh, yeah. You find out what happened. 29 souls lost to the sea.
The Queen of the Lakes.
That's right. One of the biggest ships out there. And Gordon sang it on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wonder why they called it the Queen of the Lakes if it was named the Edmund Fitzgerald.
That is a great question. That is a great, great question.
Or the Mighty Fitz.
I like that one.
The Mighty Fitz.
So it was the Great Lake Titanic. That's what they called it.
It's become part of the Great Lakes culture, a tragedy that we'd probably put in the same category as the Titanic.
Probably, eh? It's like a big deal there. You know, it's think about how big it would be in today's world with social media and with all of that stuff. How massive. But it was a big story, but not a massive story. Because most everything was regional. So it's a huge story in the Midwest that's frozen right now. But it wasn't a big story, and it's become that way now. 50 years later. The Mighty Fitzgerald.
The Mighty Fitz.
I like that one. Oh, that song is so haunting.
Yeah, it is.
Everything he did was very haunting, though. I'm like, dude, do you ever do a song that's bouncy and fun?
His A&R guy wouldn't let him after the first couple of hits.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't want any fun stuff. Give us something gross.
Be haunting, sir. Be haunting. Did you... we were talking about this earlier, and it'd probably be good to talk about next hour. Did you hear the song that Chris played? The country song?
Yeah.
Did you? And we were trying to think, it's number one on Spotify or streaming right now. And I'm like, who gets that money?
That is a good point.
The copyright owner.
But who's the copyright owner?
I guess the person who wrote the prompts.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I'm sure there's got to be something in the contract that says if something goes viral or big, that the company who put it together has to get something. You would think. I don't know. It's a good. You're supposed to know.
This is all brand new.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's nothing about this. That's nobody even knows. Nothing about this is.
This has no history, and there is no book yet.
Yeah, there's no history. There's not even a precedent for it now. Like that happened 2 weeks ago. We don't know. All right, coming up, hour number 2 of the program. 50-year mortgage. What? Talk about that. Government shutdown still, but not like it was on Friday. Talk a bit about that as well. A bunch of other goodies to get to. If you're missing the show, shame. Grab the podcast. Hour number 2 straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.